we got speaking of last episode, just a couple
Yeah,
updates, because this was an internal debate in my head, right?
yeah.
Right until the end, and right until pretty much the day before we decided to record this, was it worth an update? But then I realized, like, we don't have anything more to add. It's
No,
like
it wouldn't. Yeah,
we could talk about
I
like
think
more allegations coming out. We can talk about like
that's what I say. Yeah.
The Overwatch League has lost a lot of major sponsors, but the crux of
Wow.
it is we don't have anything new, any new takes to come to the table. It's just beyond more
No.
shock value.
Yeah, I think
There's
it would have
nothing
just been
meaningful we
more
can
like,
add. Yeah.
like, I think it would have just been more like fetching. We would have just been like trying to grab what we could. Just as, it have been forced. You know, what we
Mm,
did wasn't forced. It was shock. It was this needs to be spoken about. But if we added to it, like you said, it would just be like reaching for something, and it wouldn't have
mm.
worked. Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
not worth it.
it's like we had our takes. We had like we went through the situation up to that point, and beyond that,
Yeah,
it's like by all means, like continue to talk about it and put the pressure on, but not to the point where it's forced. Like it doesn't
yeah.
feel right to.
Doesn't.
But we're not going to dwell on that for
Yeah,
too
yeah,
long.
yeah.
Although
No.
that's actually brought an interesting idea to mind. Is on the topic of esports, not about losing sponsors,
Yeah.
but
No,
I
no.
actually no. I'll propose this question first to you, George. What new game do you see becoming an esports? I feel like there's a lot of game releases coming in either this or next year. But are there any of you seen
Yeah.
that make you think, okay, this has potential here? Because I've got a couple in mind.
Are we going? We're going serious answer. I've got a game that I could suggest. That's not necessarily. Well, it could be. Depends how
Just yeah,
competitive it
go on, go
gets.
on. I'm ears.
Well, there's a new game that's recently come out. I'm not sure if you know. It's called Lawnmower Simulator, mate.
Yes.
That could be quite competitive. It could be quite competitive. I'm just saying.
Mm.
No, but on a I could discuss that in a mo. But I think on a real note, games that could potentially be good at that could be good at esports. You know, I haven't seen any proper competitive games apart from Halo.
Mm.
That could sort of be
Oh
put in
yeah,
the
we gotta
esports properly.
we'll touch on
Like,
Halo in a
on a
minute.
real note.
We'll touch on Halo in a
Yeah,
bit.
of course, massive. No, I'm not really sure in regards to certain games that could make a new esports comeback sort of thing. Do you have? I'm assuming you have some in mind. That
I've been looking at
Um,
Splitgate a lot. Not gonna lie, Splitgate.
I've seen stuff about Splitgate.
Have you tried it? Have you tried it?
No, no. Someone said like passing on it. Like I think I was scrolling through TikTok once, and then someone said something about it, and I was just sort of like, "Oh, one second, what is this?" And I've seen it crop up every so often, but it seems like sort of like a futuristic Halo sort of vibe, but like with its own spin, obviously.
Mm.
But no, please explain. I'm not really sure
Yeah,
what it is.
no,
100%.
you're half on the money. To describe
Mm.
Splitgate in a sentence, like to summarize the game, it would be Arena Halo with portals. It's like hence
Oh
the
wow.
name, hence the
Okay.
name. So
Splitgate. Yeah. Splitgate.
it's
Yeah. Okay.
it's so fun to experience. It's like so you've essentially it's like you've got your core shooter mechanics like Call of Duty, like your
Yeah.
Halo,
Yeah.
etc. But the spin on it is I think it's like you have certain walls where you can place portals
Okay.
on, and that
That's
creates like
mad.
extra lane options.
Yeah,
So
of course. Of
it's like
course.
instead
so
of
no map's the same. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, oh,
exactly.
Okay.
It's like you. So instead
That's
of
sick.
having like a choke point on a corridor, if you
Yeah.
placed your portal right, it's like you can create an escape route. You can create a flank. You can create all these sorts of
Wow.
combat scenarios. It's like you can create ambushes. It's
Yeah.
insane because
That's sick.
you can't see through enemies' portals. You can camp them out,
no,
but you
no.
can't see through.
Yeah. But you won't be able to see what's on the other side.
Mm.
That's interesting, man. That's interesting.
I genuinely
That
think
sounds
that's
sick.
like
Is
with the
it?
development, I genuinely see that as a game with like a
Isn't it
really
in
high
beta
skill
or
ceiling.
alpha?
It's in beta. Like
It's
they
in, like,
actually had
early
to
beta.
they had to increase the server capacity because everyone was trying to get on to the point where it just couldn't go.
It went up.
I remember seeing that in
Went up.
headlines.
Mad.